Well, hey guys, this is DK Spencer, and I'm here with a new product from Votatu to check out. So if you guys haven't seen my videos before, I really love Votatu products. I do have a discount code for 15% off, DK Spencer 15. I'll put that in the description so you don't have to write it down right now. Just pay attention. So this is the G2L-G Light and green laser combo. This thing is wicked, and it has a strobe that you can activate with one hand. And their strobes are just so disorienting. As you can see, it's not just a blink, 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 blink boring pattern. It's wicked. They've got the best strobes. I love the way their strobes do. So this is the PMD 505R. I cannot say enough good about this. And this will mount to the plate on a gavel. And it should mount on the gavel carry as well. I don't think they changed the size on that. Or you can mount it to the X68 with the base plate that comes with it. Shake awake, so it's not burning any battery unless you pick it up. Once you pick it up, it automatically cuts on, so you don't have to fumble for trying to cut it on in the dark. 3 different reticles. Cannot stress how great this optic has been so far. I really, really like it, and it just looks wicked. They just did a really good job with the design of it. Hopefully that's in focus. But anyway, so they sent me this guy here, M8L-G. Okay, so this is a weapon light and laser. This is not for a pistol. It does have some little instructions here, so that's cool. So this is a pretty big piece. So, well, let's see what it does. Well, let's look at this bad boy real quick. And I do have a discount code for all of the Votatu stuff. DK Spencer 15 through their website. It attaches to a M-lok rail or a pick rail, which is kind of neat. So it's got 2 brightness modes and an extremely wicked strobe. That is a nice strobe. There's low, there's high. Not a huge difference. Strobe is insane. See how much throw you get with that. Very, very nice. Sweet. Alright, so let me tell you a couple things about this guy. So for one thing, it does have a proprietary charger, but if you have any of their other products like this, it uses the same thing, so you can, buy a couple of them and have a couple of them to carry with you. I would rather it have a USB charger, but whatever. It is magnet, so it works pretty slick if it works like this one, which it looks like it's identical, so it just snaps on there. Kind of like with the O-lights or whatever. So this guy is like 3,000 lumens, so this is a pretty doggone bright light, as you guys saw. The laser activation is there, the light activation is there, so the light's bigger because, well, it's way more freaking useful. I'm one of these guys, I could care less about ever having a laser, but I know a lot of people like them. So what's cool about this, if you happen to accidentally leave it on, so what it's going to do, if I'm understanding this correctly, after 1 minute it's going to cut itself down to 50% power. After 3 minutes it's going to cut itself down to 25% power. Once it's on that 25% power, it'll keep lasting for 2 hours before it runs out of battery. And that's on the high mode. On the low mode, it'll do 3.5 hours. So powerful light, 3000 lumens is, quite powerful. It's got a really, really good beam on it and some good technology to it as far as the strobe goes. The strobe is the bomb on these things. It's just like that one. It's got that just, all right, you get it. So anyway, it is waterproof rating, IPX6 waterproof rating. Obviously, I'm reading off the package insert right now. But anyway, what else can I tell you? All right, so the cool thing about it is it has dual mounting capabilities. So it's got a pick rail mount, which you see right there, and then it's got M-lok mounts. So you're kind of good either way. If you're mounting it, well, let's just find out. All right, so I mounted it on Gobs, the old green goblin here. So as you can see, it sits off to the side, so it's not at all in the way of your optic. And then if you're using your good old C grip there, your buttons are right where they need to be. Nice. Love that. Laser right there where you need it to be. Pretty doggone neat looking. It does increase your width a little bit, but not too bad. But it just has a mean look to it. I like it. I really dig it. And that's a lot of light. I mean, that thing is no joke. So that works out fantastically. So the way it works, you take the M-lok nuts out and the screws out of it. Whoa, there they are. You take those out if you're going to use a pick rail mount, and then you take the pick rail section off, this piece right here, you take that off and leave the M-loks on if you want to mount like M-loks. Now this has not enough real estate to do it. We needed a little bit more, so I can't show you on that. But anyway, there's that. Alright, and I'll show you on this VKS. This is Savage. I'll show you on this VKS how it mounts. And obviously, on a longer handguard, you're not going to have it sticking out like that. But I've only got so much to work with here. So that's the reason it's sticking out. That's not, the ideal way you would want it. But if you're doing that and you're using like a vertical grip or whatever, it's going to be right there. Your buttons are right there for your thumb. So, and it again sets it off to the side so you're not in the way of your optic at all. So pretty nice looking, actually. Not so good from that side, but like I say, we can't help it in this case. I don't have a lot of stuff that's very long. I guess I could have put it on the, I do have a long VKS over there. It's not put together and I'm lazy. Come on, give me a break. And here's something that is really cool for. So your HDB, because your rail stops right about now. So a lot of lights are going to be way back here, and you've got that extra, barrel and everything in front of it, so you get a lot of shadowing. So this, where it sets it forward like that, that's just mean looking. That's actually what that right there is the ticket right there. So you're getting it up there toward the front so you don't get near as much shadowing or anything on it. It is in the exact right position. Thumb switches and everything are right there where you're going to hold them. So yeah, that's cool. Very cool. All right, guys, this is DK Spencer. Again, discount code in the description. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos. I got a bunch, and you'll love them. Every single one of them. There's not a single one you won't completely fall in love with, I swear, or your money back.